Hello, thank you for watching the Night Coder channel where people can learn how to code. So for our first command, we are going to cd or change directory into our home directory desktop, which is you know is your home directory because of the tilde. So I am going to do that. Oh, and also remember, you can always press you can press that tab to autocomplete. So that's always helpful. So now we're in the desktop, but we need to verify that. So we are going to do pwd, which shows us the directory we are currently in. So I'm in users encoder desktop. So that's good. And then we're going to make a directory. So that command is mkdir and then I'm going to name the directory dir1. So now we have a file called dir1. List ls or list. Okay, so we have dir1. We're going to change directories to dir1, cd dir1, directory 1, and then let's create a file. You do that by doing nano, which is nano, and then I'm just going to call this file file1, file1.txt. Alright, so now we are in the Nano Screen, and I am just going to do hello. Simple enough. Hit Control X, Y, E for yes, save, and then just hit enter or return. And then let's create another one. Nano file2.txt. So I'm just going to do, I'm just gonna there. Control X, Y, and then enter. We're going to ls, which again is listing out what's in the directory. File 1 and file 2. We have file 1 and file 2. Let's do ls dash and then put a flag at the end. -l. This is called long listing. It tells you it tells you lots of extra details. Now let's change directory, and if you put 2 dots in, that goes back a directory. So now we're in desktop. Let's make a directory mkdir, and then let's just do directory 2, dir2. Let's change directories to enter dir2. Let's pwd to show which directory we're in. I am in users encoder desktop dir2. And then let's do the cp command, which is short for copy. We're going to copy directory 1, so let's do ... to go back a directory. dir1 / and then the little star right there. The little star right there means all. So copying everything in there. And then / means we're copying it all to our current directory. So now let's list out what's in here. file1.txt and file2.txt. Good. Everything in the dir1 is in dir2 now. So let's do the mv command, which is move. We're going to move file1 file1.txt, and then let's just rename it using the move command file.a.txt. So now, real quick, I'm just going to do a list. File2.txt and file.a.txt. Now I'm going to press the up arrow twice to get to this. So now that is do the last command that you have done. So I'm just going to change file1 to file2, and then file.a to file.b. Okay? Alright, so now let's ls file.a.txt and file.b.txt. Let's nano or create a file file3.txt. And again, I'm just gonna do random numbers. So Control X, Y, and then enter. Now let's ls file. Okay. See, so I made a mistake. I forgot to do file3.txt instead, but instead I just did file.txt. So I'm going to rename it with the move command. So file3 file.txt to file3.txt. Now it's ls file3.txt, file.a.txt, and file.b.txt. Now let's move file3.txt to go back a directory, and then dir1. So now let's ls, but let's list inside of dir1, which you do it with a /dir1, file1.txt, file2.txt, and file3.txt. And then let's cd backwards and then to dir1. Now we are in users encoder. I'm in the users encoder desktop dir1. So now let's list what's in here. File1.txt, file2.txt, and file3.txt. And then let's concatenate which you are concatenating it with nothing, and then it prints it out to standard out, which is what you're seeing on the screen. So I'm going to concatenate file1.txt, and then it will print out what's in there, which it is hello. Now I'm going to press the up arrow to print my last command, and I'm also going to do file2.txt and then file3.txt. So I'm going to concatenate all of them. Hello 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, then 0 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. Now we are going to concatenate. I'm just gonna press the up arrow again, but instead let's type it. Redirect it, and then make a file4.txt. So we are taking both file1 and file2 and then redirecting it into file4. Now let's list out what we have. File1, file2, file3, and now file4. Let's concatenate file4, and then look, there's both of the text from file1 and file2. Now let's list again, and then let's list and then add the flag -L, which is long listing. So there's all of the files long listed out. And then let's do it again, except -LT. That will put all of it on except in reverse. So the T reversed it. Now let's grep, which means find a word. We're going to find a word. Let's look for, say, hello. And then hello, and then let's look in all the files, which is this little star thingy. Alright, no. Now the computer is very picky about whether it's capital or not, so I'm going to put in a capital hello. See? It found two results, file1 and file4. Now let's cd back to our home directory, desktop. Remember, you can always use tab to autocomplete. Now that we're in desktop, let's just pwd to make sure. Alright, yeah, we're in desktop. So let's remove. RM means remove directory 2. Oh, wait. We can't remove a directory. You can't remove a directory. So let's cd into dir2, directory 2. And then let's list, see what's in here. File a.txt and file b.txt. Let's remove file a. Alright, let's set list. Now we only have file b.txt left. We only have file b.txt. So, now let's remove file b. Let's list again. And there's nothing in it. This directory is officially empty. Let's let's change directory backwards. And then let's list. Let's list what directories we have. Directory 1 and directory 2. Let's move directory 1 into directory 2. Move dir1, dir2. See, now let's list. Now there's only directory 2. dir1 is inside of dir2. Let's list what's inside of dir2. So ls dir2. What's inside is only dir1. Let's also look inside of directory 1 by putting a backslash and then directory 1. I mean a /. So, now we can see all of the files we've made. let's make a directory, mkdir, save, let's call it save. You never want to add a space because it'll make multiple directories. Let's do save for, oh, I did it again, later. So now let's list dir2 and save for later. Let's copy directory 2 into save for later. So we're copying directory 2 into save for later. Oh, it's a directory. We can't copy directories. So what we are going to do is we're going to copy, but we're going to add a flag capital R, which means recursively. So what we're going to recursively copy directory 2 into save for later. See, it did it. Now let's remove directory 2. Oh, nope, we can't do that. It's a directory. You can't remove that. Let's remove -R, which this is a very dangerous command. It means -R means recursively, which means it is going to ignore all warnings and it's just going to remove it. So let's remove -R, which means we're going to delete everything inside of it. Directory 2. Which means we're going to delete everything inside of directory 2. It worked. Well, let's make sure that it works. Let's list. All that's left is save for later. It worked.